Hey guys, what's cracking? Someone give me a 5 for 5 and we'll get going here. I know this is a little bit earlier than 7 o'clock. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stream between 7 and 9. But I got some stuff going on this evening with my daughter, so I'm going to go just a little bit early tonight. And with that being said, I will not be on here very long. But I did want to bring this to you guys because there is stuff happening. And yeah. Yeah. So are we 5 for 5, guys? Let me know, please, and we'll get moving. Hey, full of hope. Hey, Hilly. Let's see here. Okay, are we 5 for 5? I got one of them in there saying it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mel. Appreciate you. Yep, I'm doing okay. 5 for 5, Steven says. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, hold on 1 minute here, guys. I'm sorry. Daggone it. I knew I'd forget that. Hold on. 1 second. Let's try that now. Did it go or not? Let me see. There it went. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that was on there for you guys. Hey, Miss Dragon, how does your surgery go? Oh, you still in the waiting room? Guys, her husband was having surgery today, so can you guys give her some ones in the chat for prayers and good thoughts? Yeah. So, okay, so we're going to jump into it, guys. Obviously, look at that. After I did my stream yesterday, that one popped off. That's an X4.5 flare, okay? That is a significant flare, very significant flare. And there were quite a few reports of radio blackouts. So, and that's what we would expect with that. But after that, the sunspot itself started to kind of stabilize a little bit. But now we've got quite a few other ones. So I'll just talk about that here in just a second. But if you guys could, please share this out. Because again, this is not my normal time, and I know that I'm outside the time. It is what it is. But anyway, X-flare chances, 50%. That's what NOAA's saying right now for more X-flare. We just had another R1 as I went live. That would be a low M class flare. So we'll just keep that in mind. I don't think there was much with that, obviously, but we'll take a look at some of this stuff here in just a second. Now, yesterday when I got all stream, we were only in that geomagnetic storm for just about as long as I was on stream. And I showed you guys the data yesterday, and I explained to you, hey, looks like we're already coming out of it, and unless we go back into it, the geomagnetic storm warning is no longer in effect. So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that. That's they were kind of forecasting another hit, and but it never happened. So, or if it did happen, it wasn't strong enough to produce any more geomagnetic storming. Okay, let me just refresh that page real quick. Okay, so what's happening now, guys? This G1 it's showing here on May 6th is this. Okay, they changed it and put it there. They are saying, and it's wrong right now. It's not happening. And let me tell you why. So you got 3, 6, 9, 12, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock UTC time. Okay, that is in that time frame. So, yeah. So we're already past that. Unless it's going to arrive a little bit later, whatever hit they're talking about here. And it could be a not geomagnetic storm, but either another CME, or it could have been the coronal hole streams. It was really hard for me to be able to tell, because the data is all over the place because we got so much going on. Also, there's that sunspot right there, but look what's right here in front of us. So that has now become probably the main focus after this one rotates off. This is definitely something we're going to have to watch because it does look like it's growing, and it does look like it might be getting a little bit more complex. And what that means is it's become more unstable. So it can flare at any time. It can have whatever at any time. But again, now NOAA did update their Enlil spiral model here. This is the ones we look at to see the CMEs tracking it. And it gives you 2 days historic data, and it tries to forecast out 5 days. And again, I've said this 1,000 times, I don't trust it way out here. It's just hardly ever correct. And it's okay for them to forecast that like that because they do change it when the data changes. So there's really no harm in doing that. But as long as they change it, and they do. So, yeah, if they get better data in or data that's suggesting something different to the model, it definitely gets changed here. It isn't one thing, they don't just put the model out and then turn their back to it and not look at it again. That's just not what happens with this particular model. There are models out there that do that, but so what I want to point out is we're about right here in time, right? So if we go put the bar right there, that's a CME. Okay, now it was for one of those X flares, seems to be. There was a high M class flare from that southern spot also that produced a CME, so I'm not quite sure. Now you can see the general direction is kind of south of Earth, right? But there's a second CME right there. Now that probably came from the X flare. And if you look right here, there was even a smaller one behind, unless that's just a part of that first initial CME. Now, again, it doesn't look like these things are hitting Earth right on the button again. These are glancing blows again. So, yeah. And this one here looks like it's going to be glancing us to the south and to our east, which is left. It's backwards when you're talking about direction when looking at the sun. East to west is reverse, okay? North-south is the same, but east-west, you got to pretend you're standing on the sun looking out. But anyway, they're forecasting that to hit too, and that's supposed to hit right about the turn of the day on the 8th. So we can be looking for geomagnetic storms there also, okay? I'm not for sure yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. And by the way, guys, thank you for all the memberships. A lot of gifted memberships. Full Hope's in here. She's gifted quite a few. Genius, I'm not sure if she's in here or not. Deepquake Paul, Enigma, 5G. I'm probably forgetting some. Aaron. And there's quite a few people that's been gifting significant amounts of memberships, and it really does help. So thank you guys for that. I'm going to shout you out again today for that. It's so much appreciated. So anyway, this is what we look at to see where the flares hit. The day side of the planet is always where the flare hits. Okay, so you can see how it goes. The X-ray absorption here in the D region, you can see how it just fluctuates. So wherever the day side of the planet is when the flare happens, is the part of the planet that is going to receive the radio blackout. So right now, this one that just happened, which actually looks like it could be going a little stronger, just hasn't ended yet. Right over the middle of the Pacific, and that's Hawaii, I think, right there. So, yeah. So it's going to be affecting the West Coast, probably even the East Coast of Australia, maybe. Hawaii, definitely, and Mariners out here. Alaska, all that, right? You can see. So, I just wanted to point that out. That's what we look at for that. Notice how our aurora is hardly anything right now. And it's because our geomagnetic activity is just not doing anything. We don't have anything really hitting us right now. I do anticipate them to lower this number. Okay? I don't know if we're going to be having a 50% chance of X flares at, given what I'm seeing right now. Also, I want to point out, remember yesterday we went over the SOHO data, right? Remember I showed you that image of, it was like 2 years in advance or something. Hey, Trinity, good to see you. But with that being said, you know, and then here's what happened, okay? I don't think it was a satellite issue. It could have been. Um, I think the satellite might have been the issue. I guess. Just let me say this real quick. It's hard to put this in words without confusing people, and right now I'm not doing a very good job of that. Um, the data gets sent from the satellite. It's getting collected from the satellite, right? So there's 1,000,000 miles between us and this satellite. So if we're getting hit with space weather, such and such, such and such, such and such, right? It can affect this stuff. Now, when we see data not show up, it kind of, those of us that report on this kind of get a little concerned because it, you know, if it damaged the satellite to the point where, you know, it's not, we can't use it anymore, that's an issue, right? So that's why we kind of get concerned. So, but I also showed you guys, they put this, anybody can get the data, okay, from the satellite. It's up to these individual web pages and agencies and schools that put these dashboards up to put it in their models, okay? So that's what they do. So you got a bunch of different ones, but they're all using the same data. So if it's a data problem, then we can say, hey, this is a satellite issue. But this is what caused me to have some pause. Even though we couldn't see anything right now, it's saying we have no data on the 5th here on seeds, right? And there's a lot of missing data on the 5th on the other websites also. But check this out. Here's all that data. It's here. If you just look down the page, what you're not going to see is this. The coronagraph image, it's not the difference image. So this is still giving us the same information. So we can still use this to decide direction. And that's why I'm bringing it up. Because the data's there. You just got to know where to go look. And so, you know, as far as what's going on with this particular image, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you on that. All I do know is it's working now. Everything is back up. Okay, so this is what we normally see. So, yeah. Now, I will say that that last eruption you've seen right there is from that bigger X-class flare. This one. Okay, and the majority of that looks like it's going north of Earth. But you also see kind of a halo over here. So we got other sunspots we got to take a look at, and that's what we're going to do right now. So here is that X flare. I'm just going to play the movie here. Okay, see how the X flare is actually a long duration one also. That was not impulsive. So with that being said, that also will point to the chances of it producing a CME is greater when it's long duration. Okay, but this is that sunspot that's growing in complexity, and so as I point that out to you, you can see how it's starting to crackle, right? So I think this thing can start popping at any time also, and it's right in the Earth strike zone. So if it does anything at all, it's coming our way. Now this one, if it does flares, yes, we're still going to get the full brunt of the flare. But if it does CMEs from this point forward, most likely a lot of it's going to go to our west and north. So that the danger of this one's kind of starting to come down a little bit. But this one here is kind of bringing stuff up. Plus this one. So we just got to watch all of it. And that's kind of what I'm saying here. If we look at the 211 angstrom, you know, we got another coronal hole getting ready to rotate through. This one's the one that's already rotated through. So, you know, I do think we're probably getting hit with a coronal hole string. Okay? I do think that that's probably what's going on right now. But as I start these models, this is our magnetopause model. And the sun's off to the left. And that's Earth. So if we look at velocity, that's what we see. We see a little bit of action, right? But we're not seeing an uptick here. Geomagnetic activity. So what's happening is we are seeing our magnetic field do its job. It's deflecting it. Okay? It's protecting us. It's doing its job. This is what we would anticipate to see. Now they're saying, you know, like I said, guys, they're still forecasting that G2, and it's very short-lived G2. So I don't know if we're going to get that or not. We're just going to have to wait and see, because the time for that's already passed. So anyway, there's your density. Lighter colors or lighter density, not a whole lot to see there. Notice how the magnetic pressure is actually coming down some. So that's what I'll say there. I mean, everything seems to be quieting down a little bit here at our planet, but just understand that it's not quieting down a whole lot on the sun. And I want you guys to really, you know, let that sink in a little bit. But here is the magnetogram, the colorized version. This is our sunspots. You got negative and positive with reds and blues and all that. See how this one up here has now, you don't have as much intermingling of those two, but you got it down here now. So in my opinion, we got a better chance of catching stuff from this one from here on out. Okay? I'm not saying we can't get something from over here, because we most definitely could. But this here is the main thing I'm going to be watching here in the next few days. Now, again, here's Soho. I'm not sure if I updated that or not. Nope. Okay, so, well, maybe maybe Soho over here isn't letting us see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So here's the 5th, right? Now, what I will show you here is the fact that it did miss about 12 hours. Okay, so that right there was significant. That was from one of those X flares. Okay? And if I keep going forward here, it's at 6. That turned the day on the 6th right there. Now watch what happens. Look at it. Okay? See what happened there? The 10 hours, and then it skips about 10 hours. So we are missing about 10 hours of data, which is not really that big of a deal. Okay? It's just, we just can't see it. So that's what I'll say on that. So also, let's go over here to spaceweather.com. This is Dr. Tony Phillips' site. He's actually reported on the same thing. That was a long duration X flare. You know, typically when we see those, we do see significant CMEs. That's a powerful eruption, and it lasted quite a long time. But the direction of it seems to be not coming right at us. So that's kind of a good thing for us. You know, so we'll have to keep an eye on it and see if anything comes of that. I don't think it's going to. We may catch a glancing blow from that, okay? There's really no way to rule that out, but the chances of it is kind of small of getting any kind of direct hit or significant geomagnetic storming from a big hit from that particular eruption. As you can see here, look at all these sunspots still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them right now. And that, guys, that's indicative of solar maximum, okay? We expect this. So I want people to understand that. This is not something that's rare. We see this all the time during solar maximum. This is what we expect to see. The number of sunspots, the eruptions we're seeing, these are those things that we expect to see. And as we get further along, you know, it could get more active, or it might just kind of hang out where it's at. It tends to get more active. And then you'll see a consistent fall off towards solar minimum again. Okay? So I'll just leave that at that. Okay, is there anything else here? Oh, there is one more thing I want to show you guys. Okay? I do want to show you guys. Let's go here. And there is a I made a community post. There is a very, very intense storm right now. Anybody that's living in this area right here, they need to be watching the weather. The National Weather Service has done something that they very seldom do. They don't do it very often. They're saying that they're expecting long track severe tornadoes in these areas. Okay, they put it's a particularly dangerous situation or storm. It's a PDS watch, and they're already firing. Now this is going to go into the night. So what I'm saying here, guys, and I'm showing you Ryan Hall's page because, in my opinion, this is the best place to go watch. And I'm just going to take it here and pause it so I can grab his link for you guys. Because I do think it's important for anybody in these areas. You probably already know that this is coming if you live in these areas, okay? Because it's probably all over your local news, all the above, right? Oops. I put that in his chat. Hey, gotta love it. Gotta love that. Oh yeah, gotta love that. Okay, let's go back to mine. How about that? That was crazy. Sorry, guys. There it is. We'll just put it right there. How about that? Oh my goodness gracious. What happened there? Wow. What is that thing doing? Anyway, I'm getting off of that. I don't know what that was doing to me there, but let's paste it here. Hit enter. Daggone it. Why is it doing that to me? I don't know why it's doing it, guys. Sorry. I'm hoping it's in there. Let's take this up. Oh, I'm clicking the link. That's why. You guys gotta smack me in the head when I do stupid stuff like that, would you? There we go. That should show up now. Sorry about that, guys. But guys, please go here. Hey, Seventh, good to see you. But that is the Space Weather update, guys. There's not a whole lot more to talk about. And because I'm going to be doing, I got to go take care of some stuff with my daughter. I'm going to do the draw for the cards tomorrow. Okay. Remember the live stream. Go leave a comment. And I have to say, guys, the same thing holds true in my comment section as far as rules. You cannot talk negatively about any other channel creator. Okay, those comments will get deleted. I can't have that. And I know I talked about this yesterday, but I went over there and I seen a few comments. I had to get rid of them. They weren't really like very, very nasty or anything like that, but I don't want any shade thrown at any other channel creators, and especially the ones that I consider my friends. So, but it doesn't matter on that end. Even if I don't really consider people to be my friend or anything like that, or if I think that they're mean people, I will still delete those comments. Okay? So please just give me that respect if you would. That's all I ask. And it's okay for you to have whatever opinion you have. I can't have that in my chat and my comment sections, guys. It just brings drama. It really does. So, and that's not what we do here, you know. And my mods do a great job, so thank you, mods. You guys rock. I'm not sure if Trinity's going to go live later on tonight. She might. Guys, go show her some love. If she does, I'll get the notification and I'll share it out. Might make a community post. So look for that. I'm not sure if Rip is putting up a video tonight or not. I'm sure Adam and Dex are doing a show tonight over on Marfugal. I usually share that out every time also because they always, you know, do that for me. So, member for a month. Hey, Angel Wings, good to see you. Love and peace here. Only high vibes only. There you go. High vibes only, baby. I love that. That's cool. Cool, cool, cool. I like it. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to sit here and waste your time just trying to fill in, you know. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you. Oops. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I get, yeah, for sure. So Seven Sons are he's our joke teller, guys. I'll pin his comment. Matter of fact, we'll just do that. How about that? Seventh, you're awesome, brother. I appreciate you, man. But guys, get over to support everybody. Go look at my awesome channel list I have, and just check them out, guys. But that's going to be it for now, guys. Look for a members only stream coming, maybe later tonight if it ain't too late. I am going to do one in the next couple days. It's been hard for me to get everything together, but I think I'm about ready to go ahead and do another one, and we'll get that going. Angel Wings, thank you. Hey, Ripper. Good to see you. Hey, very generous, Angel. I appreciate you. For real. That's, yeah, so thank you. Anybody got a membership from that, be sure to tell Angel thank you, okay? It's awesome stuff. And guys, please remember to pray for Miss Dragon's husband. She's currently in the waiting room. He's in surgery. So, I'm not sure exactly what kind of surgery, but it doesn't matter. We need to throw in some love and some prayers, okay? If you guys could, put some ones in the chat for me real quick, and we'll get that going, alright, guys? But I will see you guys tomorrow, if not again tonight, if something else happens. That's what'll happen. Hey, there's Trinity. Hey, if you're on a live stream, yeah, send me a notification via text, Trinity, if you're gonna go do that. That way I can maybe give them a 30-minute heads up to get people over there for you. If not, I'm not sure if you're planning on streaming or not, but just do that if you would. Hey, Stephanie. So yeah, thanks, guys. I'm sure Miss Dragon appreciates all that. I'm not sure if she's still in here or not. She's got a lot. Hey, Anesthesia, how did your situation end up? Are you still struggling a little bit? She needs some prayers too. So yeah, one's for everybody. All right, guys. That's how we do it around here. With the negativity can go somewhere else. We don't do that here. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Yeah, just send me a text or something, and I'll post it out and everything. See if we can't get some people over there. Okay. You guys are doing yourself a disservice if you're not over there already. So, but anyway, guys, I do have to go. Again, real life. So, hey, Christian, good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Ain't seen you in a minute, buddy. I know you were in here a couple of days ago. I didn't get a chance to say something to you. Butterfly's here, Jan's here. See, guys, I can sit here and talk to you guys all day long, but yeah, you guys will make me late tonight. Oh, you said a bad headache. Is it better now? I hope so. Headaches are horrible. They're the worst thing in the world, as far as I'm concerned. You like that one, Stephen A? I like that. I like that emoji too. Guys, members only. We are going to be making a couple new emojis also. So, if you're a member, come on over to the members only stream, and we make emojis, and you know, I let people pick what emoji they want me to make, and I make it for them right there. Hey, Tiger's Eyes. All right, guys. For the last time, I hate to leave so quick, but it is what it is. God bless. Yahusha saves, and yeah, you can drink this Kool-Aid.